Good afternoon, dear students. How are you, my dear students? I'm fine. I hope you all good. Okay, today's class will discuss about the chemical reactivity of element which is arranged in periodic table. So the periodic trends and chemical reactivity. This topic is explaining the reactivity of elements which is arranged in periodic table. So maybe it is a high reactive one or less reactive compound, then it is an inert gas compound. So we discuss all the reactivity of the elements is present in the periodic table. So the physical and chemical properties of element is explained by the electronic configuration of a particular period or groups. Okay, so the elements of reactivity of the element is here. It is explained in ionization energy and loss of energy, then electron affinity and acceptance of electrons. So if you move from left side of the periodic table, they have less ionization energy. Left side of the periodic table have less ionization energy. So we can indicate that ionization energy IE. So ionization energy, and they can lose the electron readily. Okay, we can easily lose the electrons. Okay, lose the electron easily. So right side, if you move to the right side of modern periodic table, then they have high electron affinity. They have higher or greater electron affinity, and they can readily accept or they can easily accept the electrons. And moving into the rightmost end, so the compound, the elements which is arranged in 18th group is generally called noble gases. So they are inert in nature of reactivity. So they are inert in nature of reactivity, which means their reactivity is zero. Reactivity is zero in noble gases or inert gas, we can say. Another name is inert gas. So they are situated in the rightmost end of modern periodic table. So they are chemically inert. They are not accepting the electron or not losing the electron readily. So that is the reason the reactivity of the inert gas is zero. Ionization energy is directly related with the metallic character of the elements. So ionization energy is related with metallic character. It's related with metallic character. Take a modern periodic table and look at the leftmost lower portion of the modern periodic table, and they are the elements which are arranged in leftmost of modern periodic table. They have lower ionization energy. Low ionization energy. So they'll show the metallic character. So lower ionization energy, they'll show metallic character. metallic character. So this ionization energy is relating with the metallic character when we look at the lower part of the left side of the modern periodic table. And if you take rightmost part of modern periodic table, right part of the modern periodic table and right part, in that right part of modern periodic table, top, okay, top right of modern periodic table have very high ionization energy. So they are non-metallic character. So if the conditions are, if it is the elements contain low ionization energy, they have metallic character, and if they have greater ionization energy, they have non-metallic character. Non-metallic character. Okay, let us see the examples from left side and the right side of the modern periodic table. We can take the example from the above two cases. So from the left side we took alkali metals, and from the right side we took halogen. So for example, for alkali metals, we took here sodium, and for halogens, example is chlorine. To explaining the ionization energy and metallic character of alkali and halogen, we treated this with oxygen. So this alkali is reacting with oxygen, and also halogen is reacting with the chlorine. And take halogen, chlorine, 2 molecules of chlorine molecule is reacting with 7 molecules of oxygen, and they reacted together, they produced 2 molecules of Cl2O7. Again, the product of alkali is reacting with oxygen. The sodium oxide is reacted with water, and they can give strong base sodium hydroxide. Okay, so again we treated this with the water, and the reaction for sodium oxide with water, Na2O plus H2O, water, then it's produced here 2NaOH. It is a basic compound. It is a base. So they produce, the alkali metals are produced here strong base. And treating the halogen, again the product of the halogen, Cl2O7 is treating with water, or it is reacting with water. They produce 2HClO4. You can see here this halogen oxide are reacting with water, and they produce here a strong acid. It is produce strong acid. This is strong base. Strong acid, perchloric acid. So the elements which are present in the extreme end of the modern periodic table, they can behave differently as we expect. So sodium from one end of the periodic table from the left side, and chlorine from the another end of the periodic table from right side, but they are not reacting in same way, but they reacted or they behave differently what we are expected. And the next case, move from top to bottom of the modern periodic table. Ionization energy is decreases, and the electropositive character of that elements is increasing. So from top to bottom, ionization energy is decreases. This we already know that. So the ionization energy is decreasing. So what is increasing? Electropositive character. Electropositive character of the element, it is increasing. So because of this electropositive character, increasing the electropositive character with the decreasing the ionization energy, the hydroxide of the elements in the top to bottom, the hydroxide of the elements which is in the bottom have more basic, or in the top to bottom the basic compound, the basicity are increasing. For example, beryllium hydroxide. So beryllium hydroxide formula, beryllium hydroxide. When you treat this with hydrochloric acid, is produced BeCl2, beryllium chloride, with 2H2O, 2 molecules of water and 1 molecule of beryllium chloride. And the next one, beryllium oxide, is also reacting with 2 molecules of sodium hydroxide. So the reaction with acid and also with base. The first beryllium hydroxide is reacting with hydrochloric acid. It's produced beryllium chloride with the subcompound water, and beryllium hydroxide it is treating with the basic compound sodium hydroxide, and they produce here Na2BeO2 plus H2O, 2 molecules of H2O. So they have the ability, some hydroxide of the compound have the ability to reacting with acid and base. So the character of reacting with acid and base, it is amphoteric in nature. So we can call this as amphoteric in nature. So some examples of amphoteric in nature: beryllium hydroxide. So unit 3 is completed till to this topic. Next unit, unit 4, heading hydrogen. So hydrogen is a familiar one. You already know the base, the element named hydrogen is a gaseous compound, and it is the lightest element which is present in the modern periodic table. Topmost of the left side, it is placed in modern periodic table. That means in the series of alkali metals, in a first S group it is present. Hydrogen is an important element as we use in daily life. As the fuel we are using in the rocket science, and also using in industries to produce some product like ammonia, and hydrogen also generating the electric energy using in metallurgy and in the fatty acids and the biomolecules, everything it is present. So hydrogen is playing an important role in our daily life. Hydrogen is the simplest atom, and it contains only one electron and one proton. So one proton in nucleus. This is in nucleus. And it is participating in our daily life in important compounds as an element. Example, water. In water, 2 molecules of hydrogen is present and 1 molecule of oxygen. So hydrogen is important in our life, like water and biomolecules. and for synthesis of elements, and also in gas, and energy, for energy, for fuels, and in carbohydrate, lipids, proteins, etc. So it is playing a good role in a life, because hydrogen is reactive compound because it contains one electron. So the compound, generally hydrogen are present in hydrogen molecule. So it is hydrogen molecule. So in hydrogen electronic configuration, hydrogen 1 electron, their electronic configuration 1s1. So here the general electronic configuration is NS1. This is the general electronic configuration of alkali metals, that means first group. So they have some similar properties with the alkali metals and also with the halogens. So in this topic we are going to learn the similarities between hydrogen and alkali metals, and hydrogen also with the halogens. So the position of hydrogen in your book or the modern periodic table, it may located in the left top of the modern periodic table. Hydrogen, lithium, beryllium, 1, 3, 4. So see the electronic configuration of hydrogen, it is 1s1. Electronic configuration of lithium, it is 2s1. So further it is increasing sodium, potassium, rubidium, cesium and francium. So the electronic configuration is same. The general electronic configuration of alkali metal is NS1. This is the general electronic configuration. So from the concept of general electronic configuration, hydrogen is placed in the topmost left topmost of the modern periodic table, because it is similar with the general electronic configuration of alkali metals, and also it form unipositive compounds like the alkali metals. So alkali metals can form the unipositive compounds. So the first similarities between hydrogen and alkali metal, first ones. So similarities between hydrogen and alkali metal, first similarity, it is a unipositive compound as like alkali metals. So they can form unipositive compounds. What is unipositive compound? They can easily lose one electron. They can easily lose one electron and they form unipositive compounds like sodium plus. So the compound sodium contain 11 electrons. So if sodium lose one electron, then it may become Na plus. So that is unipositive compounds. So the hydrogen and alkali metals can form unipositive compounds. Example, H plus. This is unipositive compound of hydrogen, and unipositive compounds of alkali metals are sodium, potassium, rubidium, cesium, etc. Okay. Then second similarities, it can form halides. They can form halides. Hydrogen also can form halides and alkali metals can form halides. How it's form halide? They combine with halogens. Here we denoted halogen as X. Okay. So halogen X means that is halogens. So example, hydrogen halides. HX means hydrogen, H. X is denoting halogens. So we can call this as halide, hydrogen halide. Hydrogen halide. Then alkali metals also can form halides like sodium halides. Okay, sodium, this is one alkali metal, X is halogens. So it is sodium halide. For the hydrogen halide or sodium halide, you can give the example hydrochloric acid. Chlorine is a halogen, it is combined with hydrogen, so we can call general name is hydrogen halide, but the actual name is hydrochloric acid. Okay, then HF. Okay, then HBr, etc. Okay, then what are the example for the alkali halides? Sodium is combined with the halogens NaCl and NaBr. Okay, or NaI, sodium iodide. Okay, then another example like halogens KCl, KBr. Okay, these are the examples of alkali halides, like the formation of halides. So forming the halide, and also they can form oxides, peroxides with the oxygen, and they can form sulfide. Okay, so hydrogen can form oxide, peroxides and sulfides like alkali metals. So alkali metals also form oxides, peroxide and sulfide. So like the alkali metals, so hydrogen also form oxide, peroxides and sulfides. For example, H2S, H2O, this is oxide, and peroxide H2O2, O2, this is peroxide. Okay, and the next similarity, third similarity, it is also reacting as a reducing agent. It is reacting as a reducing agent. So alkali metals are generally, they are also reacting, reducing as a reducing agent in some compounds, and hydrogen also reacting as a reducing agent. These 3 points are known as the similarities of hydrogen and alkali metals. Because of these similarities, hydrogen is placed in the topmost of the left side of modern periodic table in the group of first S group or alkali metal groups. In the similarities between hydrogen and halogens, hydrogen and alkali metals, you learn they can form halides. So like the halogen, hydrogen also have some tendency to attract or to gain electrons. So they have the tendency to gain electron. Generally, what is the symbol of hydrogen? It is a unipositive compound, so this is a positive compound, positive element. But if the hydrogen gain one electron, and they can form H minus or hydride ion. Name of this H minus is hydride ion. It is hydride ion. So they have, hydrogen also have the tendency like the halogens. Halogens, what are the halogen? Fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine and astatine. Okay. Okay. So as like the halogens, hydrogen also have the tendency to gain the electron, and it's become hydride ion or H minus ion. So this is one similarities with hydrogen and halogen. So if it is gain one electron, it will become 2. So it will become the number of electron present in the H minus is 2. So it is similar with the helium or noble gas electronic configuration. Anyway, the electron affinity of hydrogen is less than the halogen atom, so they have the tendency of hydrogen they can form the hydride ions. It is low when we compare with the halogen, it's forming the halide ion. So the reaction to form hydride ion of H2 plus electron, it's produce hydride ion, and the energy of for producing this bromide ion half Br2 is reacting, or it is accepting one electron, and they produce Br minus. The energy of this reaction is delta H is equal to minus 55 kilocalories mole power minus 1. So from the similarities of alkali and halogen, they are find too difficult the right place in the modern periodic table. So however, they are placed in the leftmost with the series of alkali metals, because of the electronic configuration is general in alkali metals and hydrogen. So the electronic configuration of hydrogen and alkali metal is always, it is same, that means +1 oxidation state. +1 oxidation state. So because of these reasons, hydrogen is placed in the modern periodic table in the left top corner. This question is one of the frequently asked question from this unit. Similarities between hydrogen and alkali metals, and similarities between hydrogen and halogens. First question, similarities between hydrogen and alkali metals. Second question, similarities between hydrogen and halogens. Third question, why the hydrogen is placed in top left of this modern periodic table. So we have to explain this with the two recent halogen similarities and also with the alkali similarities. Okay, today's topic over. Study this 3 questions. Thank you, students.